Line weights in Revit is where we can define how our lines will look and what's their thicknesses in each scale. We can control line weights if we go to Manage, Additional Settings, Line Weights. Here you can see we have numbers from 1 to 16 and scales from 1 to 10 reaching to 1 to 500. In the middle lies the numbers that form a matrix of values for each individual line weight slot on each scale. For example, if we look to line weight slot number 2, the value for the scale 1 to 100 equals 0.18 millimeters. Another example is line weight slot number 5 will be 0.7 millimeters in scale 1 to 20. In our template, we'll only use the line slots from 1 to 9. For the scales, we'll define the values for scales 1 to 20, 1 to 50, 1 to 100, and 1 to 200. And we'll delete the other scales. So to start tweaking the line weight setting, we'll create the line styles corresponding for the line slots from 1 to 9. Let's go to Manage, Line Styles, and expand on the plus sign. And start creating new line styles. Let's name them L1, L2, L3. We'll continue creating all of these until we reach number 9. Now let's set the line weight for each style with the corresponding number. I'm using a drafting view to create samples for the lines. Let's use the Detail Line tool and create a line. Then let's array it 9 times. Then let's ungroup it. And change the type of each of the lines. Here you can see the line weights are getting very thick, so it's better to reduce them. Let's keep the lines on the side of the window and then go to Manage again. Line weights. Now let's start by defining the values for the scale 1 to 100. So first off, we want to reduce the minimum value and we want to make it 0.06. Then click Apply. You can see the first line is slightly thinner. We want to define the maximum value we are using. This will be 0.7. When I hit Apply, you can see the last line changed, and this will be the thickest line that we'll use at this scale. All the other lines will be gradually incremented in between. So let's put some numbers. If I apply this, you can see some gradual changes in the lines. But it seems that some lines are still thick and should be reduced. So let's set the line slot number 9 to 0.5. Other slots will be 0.4, 0.33, 0.28, 0.23, 0.18, 0.13, and 0.08. You can see it's getting better. Let's try to assign slot 2 with the value 0.09 and slot 3 with 0.14. We can zoom in and check the differences closely. The settings that I'll be using will be different because it has something related to a plan visibility feature called cut line styles, which we'll be discussing in the next video. So let's apply my predefined settings and continue our lesson. So this is the line weights for the scale 1 to 100. I can duplicate this view and name it 1 to 50. And rename the previous view to 1 to 100. When I change the scale of the view, you can notice the thick lines since our settings were not defined for this scale. I'll duplicate this and rename it 1 to 20 and set the scale correctly and do the same for the last view, 1 to 200. Afterwards, I want to create a sheet so I can put these 4 views together and compare them. So let's go to Sheets. New Sheet. I'll create an empty sheet now and then drag the 4 views. You can notice the issues with the thickness is found in all views except for 1 to 100. Let's change the viewport type to remove the title. And arrange the spacing between the lines and increase the length of the line so they all appear the same on the sheet view. I'll speed the video up and you can trim, extend and move the lines as you like. In the next video, we'll continue with object styles, cut line styles, and adjusting all the line weights.